Back a long time ago, when I used to live in New York City and I would drive to Indiana, where I'm from, I used to drive through Pennsylvania. And for some reason, I remember it only at night. I'd be driving through only at night. It made sense to me just to drive through the night for some reason. I'm not sure why I did that. Now I would never do that. But again, when you're young, you operate at night. And used to drive through Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is just it's like a continent. I mean, when you're driving through it, it just takes for absolute effort. And I used to kind of visualize this just being stuck in Pennsylvania. I'd imagined those big semis on the road as sort of like these monsters that lived on the highway. Not really monsters, almost like whales or just some sort of beasts that just would stay out of your way if you stayed out of theirs. Like, it wasn't like there was a driver. It's like they were alive on their own and they lived on the highway. And I would fantasize while driving through, listening to music, smoking. Like, I used to smoke, I'd crush a whole pack of cigarettes just going through Pennsylvania, and just fantasize about what could happen in life. What's coming? What's this life gonna be like? And I would get so excited thinking about the possibilities. The idea of like playing music in front of people or going to different situations or travel or just the massive opportunity of just being alive. It was a remarkable thing just to kind of be in the moment and feel completely invincible and completely, utterly hopeful. Excuse me, about everything that's coming your way, could potentially come your way, with no downside, zero downside. It was just all an adventure on its way. You're on your way, and it was just this kind of moment where I was coming from the city and I was going back home to hang out with my friends and just feeling like unstoppable. Driving down the highway, blasting music, just feeling like free. And that was being young, not knowing anything, and having that adventure in front of you. And then at some point you wake up and you realize that can never happen again in your life. That feeling of complete potential and possibility and excitement, what's going to happen now? You don't feel that way about anything anymore. It's completely changed. All of that magic that you used to rely on when you were young, this just pure testosterone energy where you're like, I'm gonna take over, I'm gonna win. Whatever they throw at me, I'm gonna win it. And that all of a sudden, you don't feel that way anymore because your potential is behind you. All of these things are behind you. In a sense, there's still possibility, you can still do things. But all that hope and dream and magic, sort of disappears. And then people kind of, it's something men go through. I can't speak for women, but something men go through, and then you hit what's called the midlife crisis. You're out of Pennsylvania, man. You're not in the middle of the night. Now you got a mortgage and a family and children and responsibility, and you feel that gone, that magic gone, that potential gone, that spark gone. And so you freak out. You panic. Some dudes leave their families or whatever. They go and they find a young girl, or you buy a Harley or a crazy exotic car, or you just make some kind of statement where you're like, I made it. I'm still in it. I still matter. But it's a Band-Aid. It's just a Band-Aid. It's just something that we have to deal with. That magical vitality where you're invincible is behind you. And that is an extremely difficult thing to deal with. And people make fun of it, this midlife crisis. You see the guy that's like bald and in his brand new convertible or something, and you laugh at him. It's funny. Ha! What a fucking idiot. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's a serious thing that we all have to go through, that we have to contend with, where you feel yourself getting older, you're disappearing, you're drying up. The magic you used to have, it was just here. It was just here. Now it's not there anymore. No one's looking at you. No one cares what you think. You have aches all over you, you know. You have all these issues. And it's hard. And I think that it sucks in our culture that we think it's okay to laugh at guys that go through this. Because it isn't funny. And it's a real thing. It's a real painful moment for guys. And again, guys don't talk about this stuff because it's embarrassing. And it's important to bring it up. I'm not saying you need to go talk to all your bros about it. You know, like, listen, I'm feeling kind of sad. It's just, it's never going to happen. Dudes aren't going to do that. But it's worth bringing up and understanding why a guy might want to look his best, feel his best. I think the best thing you can do, instead of buy a Corvette, man. Buy a Ferrari if you can, go for it. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's not going to make you feel better. Getting fit will make you feel better. Eating right, sleeping well, looking after yourself, and living on a schedule. Go to bed at the same time every night. Wake up at the same time every single day. People are going to make fun of you. They're going to be like, man, you get up at when? That's stupid. I'm too awesome. I stay up all night watching bullshit TV and drinking. Good for you. You can have that shit. Go to bed at the same time every night. Wake up at the same time every morning. Get up before your family. And fucking have a project to work on. Instead of doing something ultimately negative, sign up for that race, start that business. Do the thing that if you're lying on your deathbed and you know there's something that you're going to regret not having done, do it today, now. You have to. You owe it to yourself. You must do it. And you know what? Everyone's going to laugh at you. Everyone's going to think that you're fucking crazy. People in your life are going to threaten to leave you. You do that, and I'm out of here. Okay. That's the shit that we need to do. We can't drift off into the darkness. We have to stand up for ourselves and make sure that we're getting our time. Too, our energy is important. And guys just don't talk about it. You're going to let yourself drift off into nothingness. You have an opinion. Say it. Be who you can be. It's what Abraham Maslow said. If you can be it, then you must be it. And you can be more than you are. This is what's called self-actualization. You can be anything, and there's not a time limit. When you're out of Pennsylvania and you're not driving around there anymore like me with your fantasies and your dreams and all the bullshit that you think is going to happen, because it might not. You're existing completely on fantasy. It's fucking amazing, man. It feels you get filled with endorphins. You're like, I could do anything. You could. Probably won't though. But then all of a sudden you feel like you can't, like you're in jail. It's not up to you anymore. You don't have that freedom. You can't do the shit you want to do because you have too many things you have to do. But you can still do it. You just have to be very regimented. And now, as you're older, as I'm older, it matters so much more. You're going to have a renewed sense of energy and desire when you devote yourself to something that's your thing. I can tell you from experience, from starting this company, and putting everything that I have into it, and every single day tending it like I'm a gardener, watching my garden, and I have no idea how to garden. But I'll starve if the shit doesn't grow. I will starve, and so will my family if it doesn't grow. So no matter what, I'm gonna learn how to be a gardener. I don't have an option. No one's gonna take care of me. No one's coming to save me. And you understand that too, if you've gotten to that point in your life. You understand it. No one's coming to rescue you, man, except you. So be able to rely on yourself. There's nothing more important than being able to rely on yourself, knowing that no one's going to come through for you, but you will. You're there. When I wake up in the morning, I'm there waiting for me. Like, you ready? Let's go. It's like there's a boardroom inside my head. And a lot of the voices used to have a lot more power than they do now. A lot of the voices used to be like, you can't do that. These people are all smarter than you. These people are all better than you. They're faster than you. They all graduated college. They're all just amazing people. Who the fuck are you? How long are you going to give that voice anything to stand on? That's what I'm dealing with all the time. So are you. Don't listen to that voice. You can do anything. Live on a schedule. Go to bed at the same time. Give your kids a big hug. Wake them up in the morning with the same big hug. Be the master of your house. Be calm, patient, and the best you can be. And buy Juggernaut and get clean. Because that's what we're doing here. Making the best possible skincare in the world for men who want anti-aging properties, who want products that actually work, and a founder that actually gives a shit. Here I am. Text us, text me, email us, email me. Anything you need to know about these products, anything, and we'll get right back to you. Because this company means everything to me. This is the thing that I didn't accomplish. This is the thing that would make me on my deathbed have realized that all I did was live a life of pointlessness and regret. If I didn't follow through with what I needed to follow through. There are a lot of brands that are way more evolved, been around longer, proven, easier to go to than my brand. But none of them are going to talk to you like we will. None of them are available like we are. None of them have the reason to do it other than to make money. But I'm passionate about this issue. I'm passionate about it because men don't speak to each other. Men suffer in silence, and we need better brands. We need brands that are actually designed for us by people who have been going through the same exact thing. I live a better life ever since I started taking care of myself. Because I was completely nihilistic. I lived a terrible life where I basically hated myself. And I did not follow through for myself, and I could not trust myself. I wasn't there for myself. I'd wake up in the morning and all it was were the voices in my head telling me, you fucking suck. What are you doing? Why are you here? And when I became a dad and got skin in the game and got a wife and a house and I started participating in my own life, I started realizing that it's time to be serious. Get things under control. Be a man, for God's sake. So, that's it for today. And going to be some amazing content this weekend because the fighter that we sponsor, Austin Clayton, is fighting in Atlantic City, Cage Fury Championships for the belt. Oh my God. So we're leaving in 2 hours. Can't wait. Can't wait. He's going to kill. Oh God. I can't wait to go put some money down on him. He's the underdog, so it's going to be that much sweeter. Let's go, Austin. On his way to the UFC, dude trains with Sean Strickland and Gilbert Burns, all kinds of the biggest UFC stars out in Vegas. I'm so proud of this kid, and I know he's going to win. So we'll see you for a little congratulatory. We're going to take a bunch of video, put it together for the video on Monday, and we'll see you then.